Good noon, steamers, and welcome back to Caffeinated Quests. Today is going to be different. If you're new here, my name is Sydney. This is my channel, and eventually, potentially, my father's. Me, technically, right now at least, I do stuff. I drink coffee. I do other stuff. Mostly coffee. Speaking of coffee, today we have a Camp and Freeze from my local Dutch Bros. It really just tastes like chocolate milk mixed with like maybe a little marshmallow. It's really good. Okay, so like I said, today is going to be a bit different. We are going over some of the places, things, food, stay, that kind of a thing of my recent trip to Salem, Massachusetts. Everybody, or every video I've seen in Salem talks about how crazy Salem can be. I'm gonna be honest. We went there off season and it was still crazy. It was rainy, a little chilly. I did enjoy it. But we are going to get into it. So, this Boston airport. So we're just going to kind of take a gander. When you go into the Boston airport, you fly over water. I've never done that. I used to live in South Dakota. Now I live in Nevada. There's no ocean anywhere near that. And for those of you who don't know, I don't like the ocean. It's super scary to me. It's one of those things where we have not discovered a whole bunch of it, so it's like, do I want to do that? No. I will touch it if I have a life vest. If I could stay top water, and even then, still a little sketchy to me, but cruise ship, I would love to go on a cruise. Life vest. Has to be within reach. Anyways, Boston Airport. Not a bad airport. I thought it would be a little more rough. There is a lot of walking. When we landed, we had to do a jog and a half, which in Sydney terms is a pretty decent walk, to get to baggage claim. We then had to take a bus to the rental car place, and I believe we rented a car from Hertz. Super nice layout there, super cool. The airport itself, like I said, a lot of walking, a lot of different food options within reach. We were there 4 o'clock in the morning when we left, so not busy. When we got there, it was probably about 6 o'clock their time. It is a 3-hour time difference, which was completely and entirely rough. The airport itself is really nice though. With Las Vegas's, you're kind of just clumped into one, and it's horrendous. Whereas this one, you have A, you have B, you have C. They're in completely different spots, which is super, 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 super nice. Because then you're not getting the congestion from other people. I didn't see any of that because I do the online check-in. A lot of people say if you do TSA pre-check, so much easier. If you are a frequent flyer, not like you have the number, but you fly a lot, do TSA pre-check. It is so less congested when you find that line. Real ID, definitely a thing. I've had mine since I got my last one updated, so we didn't have any problems. I have no idea where that is. Or that. I was hoping to be able to show you pictures. Unfortunately, I did not record. I never want to accidentally record somebody who does not want to be recorded or anything like that. The last thing I want to do is to upset somebody for being on camera, which obviously I can blur it out, but it's just easier to not do that. Let's see, 6 o'clock in the morning, it was cold. It was cold. If you plan on going in November to Boston, coats. Definitely bring coats. Super nice airport, super nice people. The lady I talked to, and I'm so sorry if this sounds rude, she had a very nice accent, Boston accent, and accents bring me the utmost joy, so I almost just started cheesing it while talking to this lady, and I would feel so bad, because I don't want anybody to ever think that, like, I'm making fun of you. No, I love accents. Hearing them in, like watching toddlers with accents. One of my favorite things. Boston Airport, I would say a solid, I don't know. I've only been to 3 airports in my life, so I don't think I'm a good rater. Between Boston and Las Vegas, this one was way less congested, so I definitely liked it a smidgen more, and I feel like they didn't yell at me as much doing baggage and stuff like that. So maybe like a 7? I don't know. Hotel. We stayed at an Avid hotel. Super, super, super nice hotel. Only problem, hardwood floors. Hardwood floors mean you can hear everything the people above you are doing. We did not have that issue because my mother and I were on the 5th floor. There's only 5 floors. They have 2 elevators that were working the entire time we were there. Super nice. The ice machine is on the bottom floor. So if you're someone who frequents ice, you are going to have to take a little bit of a jog to go get that ice. Super nice people. The friends we went with were on the 4th floor and they could hear everything from above them. Super nice views from our room, which was kind of over on this side of the building. So sorry, I'm talking so fast. Hello? Hello? I broke it. The reviews say 4.2. Oh dear. Okay. Anyways, super nice layout. We had 2 queens, plenty of space for me and my mother. Shower pressure, obviously it's a hotel, it's not going to be that great. Clean, pretty clean. Little fuzzy stuff, and the shower had some spots, wasn't terrible. Would definitely go back. I've stayed in some sketchy motels and hotels in like Reno, Albuquerque, New Mexico. That was a scary place. It was really nice. The only issue I would say is we got a 5:10ish, which the only reason I know that is because I thought it was my alarm going off at the same exact time, which it was. The fire alarm went off. It sucked. It was scary. I was terrified. I'm honestly proud of myself for not absolutely just breaking down and crying. I'm a very emotional person. I just put on my coat. I'm in shorts and like a shirt. I put on my coat. Coat's long enough that it looks like I don't have pants on. And we all start walking and we end up going down the stairs, and the only issue I have with it is I get it. Accidents happen. Somebody's cooking something. Somebody's, doing something. They had the cook making breakfast. I don't know if she set it off. There was no apology. And that obviously it's not their fault, but me personally, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I woke you guys all up at 5 o'clock in the morning, which I was supposed to be awake anyways. It's just being woken up abruptly. Like, when your mom's sleeping and she's like, and then you wake her up and she's like, like she's choking or like drowning. That's what it was like. It was scary. My mom was about to hop into the shower. So she comes out and she's like, is that what I think it is? And I'm like, what? Yeah. Putting on my coat, grab my purse. Obviously, they tell you to leave everything. I'm not leaving the only form of identification. I have to go home. So I just grabbed my purse because everything was in there. Clothes, obviously, stuff like that is replaceable. Other than that, like I said, the hotel itself, there we go, super nice. Our friends got a king bed, a single king bed, and she said that her and her husband did not have a lot of space. I never got the chance to look at her room. Oh, they had a laundry room. They were fancy. I didn't even know that. So this is the bed set kind of thing. Oh, this looks like a king. That looks like plenty of... Maybe she's just picky. Don't tell my mom. Breakfast. There is a... What is it called? Continental breakfast. It is your basics. And I mean basics. You have 2 types of cereal. You have 2 types of muffins. You have some yogurt. You have 4 types of juices. For those of you who do not like pulp, the orange juice does have pulp. I don't like pulp. Pulp is healthy, so I'll usually do 1 glass, but I don't like chunkies in my drink. Bubba was getting a hard thing to get used to. Super cute place. This coffee setup right here is open the whole time. Like I said, oh, they do have a shuttle to the airport. When we dropped off our rental car, he picked us up. Super nice guy, super nice driver. Not crazy, not like an Uber driver who's like, nothing like that. Super nice. 3 o'clock in the morning trying to go to the airport. I don't know if the guy called out or the person. I don't know if it was a dude or a girl. But the hotel ordered us an Uber so that we could still get to the airport on time, which was so unbelievably nice. Like, I was like, oh, they paid for our Uber? That's so sweet. And my mom's like, yeah. Like, they should, obviously, but I was still very thankful. This one does not look like it has as much space as ours did. This is a hotel, super nice, super cute, horrible parking. I don't know if there is any pictures of the park. Oh, that's pretty. Sorry. Oh, ours also had a glass door. We had no that. Oh, Dove shampoo, body wash, lotion, hand soap. So, if, you know, because I know some people are very questionable. Not questionable, but... Oh, they have a weight room. I really didn't explore this hotel. I usually like to do that. Their parking situation is horrid. It's horrendous. The first night we stayed there, they were completely booked, and it was so unbelievably hard to find a parking spot. One of my only complaints is just that parking. This is in Revere, technically. Boston. So like Vegas has Henderson, Sunrise, Revere is exactly like that. It's just a sub something, I forgot the word, of Boston, at least from what I could tell. Food. The first night we stayed, we ate at La Hacienda. Very loud. Very loud. Super nice people. Super nice vibe, just very loud as a restaurant. And I'm not talking the people were loud. I'm talking the music was cranked. Guaranteed Saturday night there was a bar. That is most likely it. If you don't like loud stuff, maybe don't go there. Food was pretty good. I got this taco plate. I'm gonna be honest, one of the meats, I didn't know what it was. Ate it anyways. Pretty good. The rice was just kind of... My rice was super spicy, but then my mom's rice was not spicy at all. I eat spicy food. Mom does not eat spicy food. That's how I know that mine was spicy and hers wasn't. Because otherwise she would have made me trade. Super nice place. It's just the seating. Oh yeah, see? This is the bar. This was jam-packed full of people. We ended up walking from the hotel because it's honestly not that far. Different food. Cute little place. It's just the seating can be kind of cramped, so if you don't like people, maybe mention that, and then they'll sit you over on one of these, because there's less, or maybe not. I don't know what I'm looking at. We were in this back corner, I do believe, right? Yeah. Which wasn't bad at all. It was just, like I said, loud. And then my server didn't bring me water. I didn't ask for it. So that's on me. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but if you do expect your service to be consistent, they were slammed, you're not going to get it there. No, that's not what I mean. They were busy, so it wasn't immediate. As far as prices go, I don't know. I went with my mother, and general rule, not saying that's my rule, but my mother does like to fight with other people on paying the bill. I managed to score one bill that I paid, and she was not happy with me because it was almost $100. But this says 20 to 30. It was good food, good vibes, good people. Good people. This was another restaurant we ate dinner at called De Parma. It was an Italian restaurant. I think it's Italian. Pastas. I got chicken Alfredo. Oh, Sydney, why didn't you get anything with seafood? My mother asked me the same thing. I'm a nervous eater when it comes to... I've never had food poisoning. And the last thing I want is to get food poisoning before I have to fly on an airplane, which guaranteed this was eaten 2 nights before we had to actually fly anywhere. It's just... Still, I'm very cautious about doing that. The restaurant itself, super, super cute. The bathroom is way over here, and I was almost sitting on the trash can. It's a little cramped, but overall, cute restaurant. Oh, the table is so nice. It's a little jaggedy, but that's how you know that somebody actually like took the time to make these. It's tile. It's like the person like tile. Boom, table, epoxy. There's epoxy. You're not just touching pokey tile. Super good, very generous portions. Unfortunately, we did end up wasting a lot of food on this trip. The mini fridge at the Avid hotels are mini fridges. As everyone knows, can't really fit fast food containers in those. So this is obviously the street. It's right here. For anybody that goes to visit, this is a one-way. Parking is horrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Super good food. I do believe it's a little pricier. Yeah, $20 to $30 just because you gotta expect that. Let me take a drink. So, royal roast beef and seafood. If anybody from Boston, Salem, Revere, anywhere in that general area can tell me the fascination with roast beef and seafood, we passed probably, I don't even know. So many restaurants are roast beef and seafood. Like, so many. And I don't understand. Is that like a specialty? Like, obviously, seafood, you're coastal. But why roast beef? I don't understand. My mother got a cheeseburger. My mom's friend got shrimp, jumbo shrimp that was fried. And then her husband got a roast beef sandwich. They all rated their food really low, which was really, really sad because, oh, this might be what, no, that's got fish. Sorry, my nose itches. Yeah, I don't know what they got. Mom got a bacon cheeseburger. This is their, oh, is that mashed potatoes? And gravy? That looks good. I got chicken strips and french fries. Sydney, why did you get chicken strips and french fries? Why didn't you try something good? This was the last place we ate dinner before getting on our flight the next morning. I had to be awake at 3 o'clock to get ready to leave. And as I said before, I am not risking getting food poisoning for some delicious food, because then that delicious food turns not delicious very quickly. Super good. My chicken strips were so delicious. The french fries, I loved their french fries. One of these... No, these two places didn't have french fries. Why would I don't know. Okay. Lunch places. So, the first place we got lunch, this is in... I'm so sorry. Gloucester? Chester? Gloucester? I don't know. Bravo Pizza. So good. What did I get? I got a sandwich. Like a chicken spicy sandwich. It had chipotle aioli on it. I don't know what aioli is, but it's delicious. I messed that sandwich up. If you are in the area where you can eat this, go there. Delicious food. This rating, not adequate. It was so good. I've never had a better sandwich. The bread, a little crunchy, but that's okay. Like the kind of crunchy that tears up your mouth a little bit. That sandwich, the french fries. Really good french fries. These, for a place that's supposed to have like really good seafood and stuff, your french fries are way too good. So delicious. I don't remember what my mother got. Maybe she got a sandwich? I don't know. My mother is diabetic, so it's really hard trying to combat that. If anyone has tips on how to manage that, please let me know so that I may help my mother. Really good pizza. There is also a Dunkin' this way. Oh, and there's a train track right across the street. My Lanta, was it so cool to see a real passenger train. I wanted to ride it. My mom's friend doesn't like trains? Something along those lines? Not sure. Price-wise on this place, I'm also not sure. Like I said, it's one of those things where they both like to fight over the check. This says 10 to 20. The pizza's pretty good size. French fries come in a takeout container. Like those little black plastic ones you can get for like food prep. That size. And they're delicious. I should have taken them. And then I could have just eaten them. If somebody who watches this is local, can you tell me if it's illegal to feed the seagulls? Because it's illegal to feed the pigeons and stuff here in Vegas. And it always makes me feel bad. Okay. Next up, longboards. So this is in Salem. I know for a fact because we walked down this really long path right here to see something really cool. There's a lighthouse. I think it's a lighthouse. I don't know. It's like a little mini one. There's also the Friendship of Salem, but that was closed. I don't know why I have my headphones in. I'm talking really loud. I don't like it. I've never heard myself talk on this without headphones in because I'm usually pew pew pew. Anyways, longboards. I got the fish and chips because, well, Bravo and longboards were lunch places, so figured if it was gonna upset my stomach, we'd be fine. 4.3. I got fish and chips because I did want to try some fresh fish. And it was good. The only problem I had, and it was a big back problem, I couldn't fit the fish in my little cup of tartar sauce. So I couldn't get an adequate amount of fish on, or tartar sauce on the fish. Why didn't you just dump it? Because then it's messy that way. I'm at a restaurant. I gotta at least try to be fancier. It was good. So much food though. French fries, so good. I don't understand what it is with these places over here and their French fries. This one, like I said, there was 4 of us and I paid about $80. No, 90 plus tip. And it was good though. We ended up walking here. We had parked and decided to walk. Yeah, so right here you can kind of see a little boat. That is the Friendship of Salem. It is a sailboat and it was closed and it looked like it was a construction zone. And it made me really sad. I've never seen the ocean. This was my first time seeing the ocean. I've seen the Gulf of Mexico, but like ocean. We walked all the way out here and it was so cool but terrifying. Keep in mind, on our way here, we were able to walk on the beach. I got to walk on the beach and watch the seagulls drop all the clams and the oysters and to crack open their shells. Super, super cool. Got to walk down. I don't even know where we were at. Got to walk down. On our way back, that beach was way underwater. That's scary. Oh, yes, but it gives you ample time. It's not like just gonna... Yeah, I understand that. I do. But that's scary. But right here, there's a bunch of boats and stuff. So you get to look at all of those. The Salem, like I said, the Friendship was closed. So we didn't get to see that. All right. Now we're moving on to the important stuff. Coffee. Brew box. I did not like it. I got I think it was a pumpkin sage. And I had specifically asked the guy to make it not taste like coffee because I'm used to drinking Dutch Bros Freezes, which is like sugar with like a little bit of coffee on top. And it was okay, but the flavor was just gross. And the workers did not seem very... I don't know. They had very interesting personal conversations going on. It's a cute place. We didn't get any food. One of the workers kept going back here and was doing stuff while trying to get the milk for my drink, and then they stopped and had a conversation. And I get it, talk with your coworkers, but they were having a personal conversation, not a work conversation. And Salem is very much a timeline place. A lot of stuff closes at a specific time, the same specific time, and then opens at the same specific time. So it's like, okay, I get it. You want to talk to your buddy, but can I have my coffee so I can go do my stuff, please? And I don't like to rush people, especially when they're doing their job, because jobs are hard. People can be horrible people, but, you know, keep in mind, other people got to do other stuff too. This is a mural. I believe it is a skeleton guy over here watering the flowers, I think. Super cute place. We ended up just walking up. Salem is a walking place. Everything's within walking distance. Barely any parking. It's hard to find parking. If you're going to go, stay in Salem or rent a car, find a parking spot, park, and then just walk. Don't keep driving your car. You're just going to end up making yourself mad. Oh, the people are so nice while driving, though. So nice. Everybody lets you in. Everybody's, oh, go. And it's like, oh, thank you. Thank you. You know what? Thank you. You gotta do the little courtesy wave. Super nice. Blackcraft. Blackcraft, I got a stroopwafel and something that tasted like a birthday cake and looked like a bubble gum. They were good. Long line. This is a popular spot. If you plan on going, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. I didn't have to wait too long, but there's always gonna be lines. That's just the way it is. People, super, super nice. I did my usual ask. I always ask, what do you recommend that doesn't taste like coffee but has coffee in it? That's just who I am as a person, and I am slowly trying to wean my taste buds off of having so much sugar, just because obviously diabetes does apparently run in my family. But it's one of those things where I like to test to see how close people can get it to my preference. Not that it's their responsibility. Oh, this thing. I got this thing. This pink monstrosity that just looks like liquid diabetes. Or at least what I would imagine it to look like. Super, super cute aesthetic. It's also got a really large gift shop. This is the largest witch statue in the world? In Salem? I can't remember. There's a specific, the largest, ow, my shoulder. Something for that specific statue. Super cute, super nice. I met a really nice girl there. She was so pretty and so tall. And I told her that she looked so pretty and she almost cried. And then it made me almost cry because I don't know, I got sensibilities. Super cool place though. Like I said, everything's in walking distance. This is also super, 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 super close to the Bewitched statue. That's like, right here. Or maybe over here. Super, super cute though. What's this one? Jaho. What did I get? I got a pecan. What are those cookies called? Shortbread. Pecan shortbread cookie thingy-majiggy. No. Never again. I'm open to trying this place again, giving it one more shot. I don't like being that kind of a person. Same with the brew box. But the aftertaste was so bad. Super cute cups, though. This place has adorable bear-looking cups. That is not it. Super cute place. The bathroom's kind of janky. The lock is a little hard to use. That's their logo. This is the first coffee shop in Salem. That's what this is known for, which is super nice. This cup is the cup, but it doesn't show the thing. Anyways, they have bear cups. It's cute. Like I said, I'm open to trying it again. Now, see, this says it opens at, or closes at 11. That's about that time, huh? Okay. What's this? Hammond Castle. This place was so cool. This is in that... It's in this place. Can you read that? The Gloucester place. It's like 15 minutes from Salem, I do believe. Super, super cool place. And please do not take this the wrong way. I don't want anybody to get offended. But there are stairways that are not fat friendly. They are not big person friendly. Tall or round. They are very steep and very close to the point where you have to walk one at a time and let people know you're coming down. Otherwise, you are going to collide and crash. It is super, super cute though. So if you're going to Salem and you do get a rental, I recommend going to this place because it is so it's a castle. I mean, this was a side quest. I didn't know we were going to do this. And boy, was I pleasantly surprised. I got to see a castle. I got to take pictures with a castle. And it's right on, like, you get to see the ocean. This is where I saw my first sailboat. Not in this room, but nope. Right here. It was right over there. And I was like, oh, a sailboat. Obviously, I saw the one in, like, Stuart Little, but that doesn't count. Super, super cute place. You can do a self-guided tour or a guided tour. The guides for the tour are so nice. This one girl that I talked to had a heated vest and a heated scarf. And she said she was talking about heated vests and scarves and gloves. And I was like, girl, you got the whole setup. She had a nice setup. She was really, really nice. Super cool place. Definitely recommend going. You can buy your tickets online, or you can buy them in the place. Self-guided tour, you kind of, it's a little awkward because if they're having a self-guided tour, the person's sitting there, and then you just kind of go, excuse me, so sorry, if you're doing your own thing, because if you stand there or sit there and wait for them to finish, you're like gonna be there for a minute. Just because obviously they have more information. Real pirates. This place is cool. It is a cool place. This is Derby Street. This is it's like a main street, or at least that's what I took it as. Just because this was my central location. We parked on this road, and this is how I navigated everything. And I'm not gonna lie, got a little offended. They weren't letting me use my map. Wanted to be a cartographer while we were there. They said no. Made me sad. I was a sad panda. Okay, so down this way is the Real Pirates Museum. It's cool. It is. It leaves me questioning. This is the only real pirate's treasure that's ever been found, because obviously people spent it. I am always one to question things, and this is very nicely set up where the pieces are rounded around the edge, and it just makes me question. It's a cute place. Obviously, this is the only footage and video you're supposed to have of it. There's very specific things, no flash photography, and no taking pictures of the pirate's treasure. Not sure why. Super cool place. Obviously, it talks about all the pirate stuff. This is focused on a very specific ship that I forgot the name of. The winner something. Starts with the W. I'm so sorry, I forgot. Super cute place, super cool. You get to see all this stuff that they recovered from the shipwreck that happened. There's a little video, and you get to walk at your own pace and whatnot. I mean, it's a pirates museum. It's cool. Now, most people go to Salem for the witch stuff. That makes sense. I totally understand that. This place is the only place I could find an umbrella. If you are going, pack an umbrella, just in case. The umbrella that I bought for the 400th, I can't remember the number, anniversary, lives in my suitcase. It will live in my suitcase until it breaks, because it was a $20 umbrella, but it goes to helping keep all of this going. So we were more than willing to buy it. The same thing applies for the witch house. These stairs are very narrow. You have to walk one at a time, and they are steep. These stairs are old, so just keep that in mind. Super, 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 super cute house or place. This is the children's room, which is insane. There's also a secret room, and you don't get to see the attic, which made me very upset because I don't like secret stuff. Oh, apparently it's 44 degrees there today. Tomorrow 44, Friday 49. Cold. This is the Bewitched statue. That is the Hocus Pocus house, movie guided tour. The cemetery there is free. The only thing that I would say about the cemetery is you can't read most of the names on the tombstones because of wear and tear and stuff like that. We are getting to the end of our video. If you have any more questions about what we exactly did aside from this stuff, I just wanted to mention this stuff just because it is a little harder to get around. But if you do have any other questions, feel free to comment. I would love to answer any. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I went for 2 days. We went for technically 4, but We flew in at nighttime and we flew out in the morning. So 2 days were actually spent, and only one was technically spent in Salem. But if you do have any questions about, as a tourist, what I did, just let me know. Just please, if you go, be respectful of obviously the locals. They have a really hard time finding parking, getting food, getting coffee, because there are so many people doing the same thing that are tourists. And obviously that is where they live. So we do have to be respectful and mindful. And obviously there is a lot of sad history. Oh, it says rain. So we have to be mindful of others and the history of everything. But we are going to call it quits for that video. I'm so sorry. This was a 40-minute long video. If you did like it and have any questions about anything else, please feel free to ask. I am more than willing to answer. I just wanted to cover the main things that we did and kind of go over the foods and stuff like that in case anybody was curious. But we are going to call it there. Like I said, thank you so much for joining moi, just moi, because my dad's not here yet, and he didn't even go on the trip, so he wouldn't have been able to help. Anyways, until next time, stay curious, stay caffeinated, and keep the story going. Bye!